Hi everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I was a writer. I wrote books. I still write, but now, nobody knows. Nobody can see me. Something strange has happened to me. Let me tell you about it. It all started in January. I wanted to write a very long book, so I left my home and found a small room to work in. This is a perfect place for a writer, I thought. The room was small but quiet, and I liked it. I sat down at my desk and began writing. For the first few days, I was happy. But then, strange things started happening. One day, I was at my desk, holding my pen, deep in thought. Suddenly, I realized I wanted a cup of coffee. Oh no, I don't have any coffee. I thought. I'll have to go to the shop. I placed my pen on the table and left the room. When I returned, I reached for my pen, but it was gone. Confused, I looked around. It wasn't on the table. I searched the floor, my chair, and even checked the table again. Where could it be? I wondered. It had simply disappeared. That night, something even stranger happened. I was lying in bed, the room completely silent. Suddenly, I woke up. My heart pounded. What was that? I thought. Then, I heard a voice. A man's voice. Who's there? I cried out, my voice trembling. Silence. No answer. I looked around, but there was no one in the room. I couldn't understand what was happening, and I was afraid. What can I do? I thought. What was that? After that night, strange things started happening every day. But I had to finish my book, so I stayed. The room was small, with only a bed, a table, and a chair. There was also an old mirror on the wall. I liked that mirror. It had a certain charm, something mysterious about it. Then, one day, I looked into the mirror. And I saw him, another man. It wasn't me. This man had a beard, but I didn't. My heart pounded. I shut my eyes and took a deep breath. I must be imagining things. When I looked again, I saw only my own reflection. That didn't happen, I told myself. I was wrong. There is no other man. That day, I couldn't focus on my book. I went outside for a walk, trying to clear my mind. I didn't want to be in that room. I didn't want to see or hear anything strange, but at night, I had to return. The room was quiet when I got back. I looked into the mirror again. This time, I only saw my own face, but I wasn't comforted. Something felt wrong. I lay down in bed, but sleep wouldn't come. I'll leave tomorrow, I decided. I can't stay here any longer. With that thought, I finally drifted into sleep, but then, I felt something. A presence. I opened my eyes. The other man was standing by my bed. He looked at me and spoke in a low, chilling voice. You will never leave here, he said. You will stay with me. Terror gripped me. I gasped and sat up, and then, I opened my eyes. I was freezing. Fear gripped me. I have to leave. I can't stay here for one more minute. Heart pounding, I grabbed my case and threw my things inside. I had to get out, right now. But no matter how fast I packed, I couldn't shake the fear. I couldn't forget the man, but what exactly am I afraid of? I didn't know. When my clothes were packed, I took one last look around the room. My eyes fell on the mirror, and that's when the fear became unbearable. I couldn't see him. The other man, the man with the beard, was gone, but that wasn't the worst part. I couldn't see myself either, there was no face in the mirror, my face was gone, panic took over. I tried to scream, but no sound came out. My throat tightened, I had no voice. Then, movement, I turned and saw him, the other man. He wasn't in the mirror anymore, he was sitting at my table. Holding my pen. Writing my book. My book, anger surged through me. I wanted to shout, to demand he stop, to ask who he was. But I couldn't speak. I had no voice, the man didn't even look at me. He just smiled and kept writing. Then, suddenly, a knock at the door, a familiar voice called out, "Are you there?" It was my friend. "I want to see you." I felt a moment of hope. Maybe my friend can help me, I thought, but I couldn't move. The other man walked to the door and opened it. "Come in," he said to my friend. "Come and see my room. I'm writing my book." My friend stepped inside, but he didn't see me. He smiled at the other man. "Oh, you have a beard now," my friend said. Again and again, I tried to speak. But no sound came from me. My friend couldn't see me. He couldn't hear me. All he saw was the other man, and so, this is my story. The other man took my room. He took my face. He took my voice. He will finish my book, but there's one thing he doesn't know. I can still write, I can still tell my story, and I'm telling it to you. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. See you in the next video.